Ah, it's a great day to be alive. Oh my God, what are you doing in my house? Look, I just want to talk. Look, I went by your job. They said you was running late, so I came to make sure you were safe. Make sure I was safe? Who? Safe from who? Safe from you? I blocked you on everything. There's a restraining order. What are you doing here? Safe from everything. I love you. I miss you. And it's Valentine's Day coming out. I got you this flower pot. That's my flower pot from my front porch. How long have you been here? It doesn't matter where I got it from. I got it for you. It comes from the heart. That's where it came from. Now, can we talk? Talk about what? You cheated on me. You lied to me. You manipulated me. You've been popping them at my job. You got trackers on my car. What do you want to talk about? Talk about our love, because all I did was cheat and steal money from me. I could have done a lot worse, but I didn't because I love you. Oh my God, what do you want? What would it take for me to get you to leave me alone? Play me in the game. Play me in the game of one-on-one. For what? For your heart and for another chance. Please leave. I'm calling the cops. Wow, you gonna get me arrested like that? Wow.
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, victims, survivors, narcissists, everybody who needs it, and also validate the victims and survivors of said disorder. This series, I just go into detail with my short videos, my TikToks and my YouTube shorts. Hope you enjoy it. So the one you just watched was about, look, y'all, I do funny skits sometimes. I have to break up the monotony of my page. I have to break up the gravity of the narcissist. Like, people talking about narcissists. Everybody's so even keel and talking about it in a way that just it's just so scientific. It's so straightforward. That's not me though. I have a personality. It's disordered. Does it come with a disorder? Yes. I have a personality I need to let free. So I add comedy to my stuff. Like, you see that right there. I have my bonnet on. People are like, where you get that bonnet on? I have dreads, y'all. I sleep in a bonnet. I sleep in a satin hat. And they're like, you sleep in a bonnet, y'all. I sleep in a bonnet. Y'all be questioning my masculinity because I sleep in a bonnet to keep my hair fresh, to take your girl. You know? I'm just joking. But literally, I do skits and stuff like that to add to it. But like the skit, there's always a message in the skit. Like this message right here that I'm trying to portray is that a narcissist, even with a restraining order, will pop up and stalk you, will pop up at your house. You see how I approach it? Hey, look, look, what are you doing in my house? I'm just trying to make sure you are safe. Safe from who? Safe from you. You are the person causing the most problems in my life. You see how that works right there? Narcissistic people will, like, not all of them, y'all. Not everybody's going to be the same. The ones that are going, the stalker, obsessive ones, yes, they will come get you. They literally will. They'll come find you. They'll stalk you, restraining order and all. Because you see it, like you see at the end, wow, I'm going to call the police to enforce the restraining order. Wow, you going to get me arrested like that? Wow. They're trying to make you feel guilty for enforcing your own safety. And if you don't call the police, it's pointless, y'all, to get a restraining order on someone that you're not going to enforce it on. Because when you do stuff like that, I'm telling you, I've seen videos on TikTok and stuff like that where actual attorneys and actual judges say, and police officers, they say if they keep getting called to the same house over and over again, the response time is going to be less. The response time is going to be less. Oh, that's the Hammock residence, y'all. They call us all the time. Take your time getting there. So instead of weird flashing up the sirens and stuff like that, they'll take their time getting there. So it's pointless to keep continuously calling the police if you're not going to take the action that you need, honestly. And that's what people say. You know, and then you get tired of calling the police. I'm tired of calling the police. And you finally get a restraining order, a temporary protective order, or any kind of protective order to keep them away from you and your kids or their family or whatever, because they're a danger. If they pop back up, you need to enforce it. Call the police. Call the police. Of course, protect your safety. You know, you might have to smooth, if they pop up outside your house, you might have to smooth it over until you can get back into the house or into your car to get away to call the police. Don't just do it right in front of them, because you know how people will react. I'm calling the cops right now, and they just, give me that damn phone. And now they've reacted. Now they're going to turn into that monstrous person that hold on. Now they turn into that person. So protect yourself and be safe, because if you're not going to be safe, you're literally, if you're not going to protect yourself with the restraining order, they're going to keep popping up on you. They're going to keep violating those boundaries that you want to set. Like, you want to set a boundary, but you're not going to enforce it. they're going to keep violating that boundary over and over and over again because they don't think you're going to enforce it. And if you do enforce it, they'll still, if you enforce it, yeah, maybe, will it keep them away? Could it aggravate them or agitate them worse? Yeah, possibly. You enforce it, but you have to be able to enforce it. You have to stay strong. You have like your boundaries or your protection. Y'all don't want to take, you don't want to set these boundaries to keep yourself safe. They're going to keep running over top of them. They just are. And then y'all, you get caught up, especially if you have kids and you're trying to you want the whole family dynamic to work out. If I filed a restraining order, I think some restraining orders are public too, so they're going your public. Actually, they're searchable on a public database. So if that person trying to get a job or something, it'll pop up. So sometimes you're ruining my life by getting a restraining order on me. You're ruining my life by popping up on me, scaring me. You don't even know how long they're outside your house. They be watching you across the street. They put trackers on your car. They can be, pop up at your work. You notice in my skit, I said, hey, I went by your work. They said you were running late, so I came home to make sure you were safe. So not only did that person go to your job, they went to your house. They're following you because they think they own you. Because they've treated you terribly. They know they've done, a lot of times, the narcissistic person knows, like, we know we have done something bad. We know we have. And we know if you break up with us, we think that you're going to try to immediately replace us. So we become obsessive over that which we thought we owned one time. Like, you're possession to narcissistic people a lot of times. They treat you like a possession. They treat you like they own you. So they'll pop up on you because they don't want anybody else to get you. They'll try to scare you or use intimidation or scare tactics like that by popping up on you to keep you from moving on, to keep you from going and trying to get in another relationship, no matter how long it's passed. I see people in my comment section like, it took me 3 years, like, this has been going on for 4 years. What do I need to do? I'm like, have you got a restraining order? Yeah, I just don't want to keep getting the police involved. Okay, then this is your life. I'd be so scared to get the police involved when you get them involved and they are on your side and you don't enforce it. That person is going to keep chastising you, keep torturing you, and keep terrorizing you until you have to. Sometimes, I know it gets scary sometimes, but sometimes you literally have to force people to stop. You have to force them. I know a lot of people, you might not be built that way, but you better start laying the bricks to build yourself that way. Update your software because they're going to take advantage of you. Because if you've been in any kind of long-term relationship with a narcissist, they've shattered every boundary that you set on them. So this right here, even though you're outside of the relationship dynamic, they're still going to shatter your boundaries because they don't respect you as a human being. They look at you like as something they own. So that's how I keep telling people, enforce those orders that you get. Call the damn police. Keep calling them. Keep getting them locked up. Yeah, as many times as it takes. They won't leave you alone. Sometimes you have to force it until they get tired. Because if you want a shot at happiness, you have to force them to leave you alone because they'll keep popping up at your house. But if you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, they outside your house. You think they're going to sit out there? You think they're going to sit out there? Or they even think you got a friend of the opposite sex or the same sex or gender or whatnot come to your house. They're going to get out that car. What are you doing here? Who's that? Who's this right here? And they're going to scare people away from you. I ain't got time to be dealing with that. I don't want no drama. I'm getting in the car and leaving. Because they don't want to deal with it. Like, your crazy ex is still popping up on you. Call the damn police. Keep stalking. Do it. Keep calling the police on it. Get them charges upgraded. They'll go to jail, hopefully. Hopefully the law is going to work in your favor, depending on who you are. You know what I mean? Hopefully it works in your favor. Because you got to keep calling them. But what if they are the cops? You might need to call the SBI or somebody else. Get somebody else involved. Get higher ups involved and things like that. If it actually, because sometimes these people that are stalking you and popping up at your house are police officers that you've been in a relationship with, or firefighters you've been in a relationship with, or government agents that you've been in a relationship with. They turn out to be psychotic, narcissistic people. You know what I mean? They be the stalking, obsessive, narcissistic people. They're literally tracking your car. Go get your car scanned at a mechanic somewhere. You gotta look. One's local to your area that might do it. Get your phone scanned. Factory reset your phone so make sure there's nothing on your phone or your computer so they can monitor you wrong. Yeah, you have to break all forms of. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's what you have to do sometimes. You literally have to take these steps to get rid of this person that they've been in your life for a while. They're gonna keep coming back until they're forced to stop. How do I get it to stop? I don't want to call the police. There's one woman, she was like, I don't want to call the police. So this is your life. What you gonna do? Try to reason with them? You can try to reason with their narcissist. I'm gonna have a good conversation, and we're gonna give each other closure, and they're gonna leave me alone. You gonna do that for a narcissist? You gonna have a good conversation with a narcissist? You gonna get some closure? That's what you're thinking? Closure. Okay. Go ahead and set that meeting up and get your closure if you want. If that's what you're really looking for, to try to get some closure, then you go ahead and get your closure, please. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. I really, truly appreciate every one of y'all. Like and subscribe for more. Protect your peace, protect your body, protect yourself. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace.